Across ancient jungles and forgotten mountains, stories echo of a tribe that once walked alongside giants. Not metaphorical ones, real ones, towering figures, twice the size of ordinary humans, who lived, hunted, and ruled in silence before vanishing into legend. But what if these aren't just bedtime stories? What if somewhere buried in bones and DNA lies proof that a race of giants once existed and lived among an ancient tribe? This isn't just mythology. This is a genetic and archaeological investigation that might change the way we view prehistory itself. From the Philippines to Indonesia, tribal communities have passed down stories of giant beings, called kapre, orang dalam, or simply the big people. They lived in remote caves or forests. They were strong but gentle, often misunderstood. And some say the ancestors of local tribes interacted with them, even shared territory. But most scientists dismiss these stories as myths, until skeletons started to surface. In 2004, on the island of Flores in Indonesia, archaeologists made a discovery that shocked the world. A 3-foot-tall, ancient human species nicknamed the Hobbit, Homo floresiensis. That raised an eyebrow. But what came next raised the stakes. In other parts of Southeast Asia and the Pacific, unusually large bones have been discovered. Massive femurs, oversized skulls, entire burial sites that suggest individuals 7 to 10 feet tall. Many of these were dismissed or hidden, attributed to tall modern humans or misidentified animal bones, but local tribes say otherwise. The Ifugao of Luzon, the Batak of Sumatra, the Waorani of the Amazon, the Paiwan of Taiwan, all share eerily consistent stories. Our ancestors saw the giants. They helped build the stone paths. They vanished into the mountains, but we remember them. Anthropologists often ignore oral traditions, but geneticists and archaeologists are starting to listen, because legends passed down for centuries may preserve real historical memory. In Ecuador, the giant of Loja skeleton was reported to be over 7 feet tall with an oversized skull. In the Philippines, local diggers in the 1900s found bones too large to be from modern humans, including enormous molars. And in Australia, the Meganthropus remains hinted at a possible ancient species larger and more robust than Homo sapiens. Each find was debated, some were reclassified, others vanished into museum storage, but taken together, a pattern starts to emerge. If giants really lived among us, where is the DNA? Here's the strange part. Some isolated tribes have unique genetic markers not found in any other population. In Melanesia, for example, some communities have unknown hominin DNA. It's not from Neanderthals, not Denisovans, and not Homo sapiens. Could this represent a third tall and now extinct human species? We don't know yet. But researchers are calling it ghost DNA, because it points to a lost lineage that left no bones, just traces. Around the world, massive stone structures exist that shouldn't be possible without modern machinery. In the Philippines' Batanes region, giant stone circles. On Tongatapu Island, a coral stone trilithon weighing over 40 tons. In Micronesia, the Non-Madol ruins, with basalt stones moved across water. Local stories claim it wasn't just strength, but cooperation with giants that allowed these marvels. Were they mythologizing human effort, or remembering something real? Of course, not everyone agrees. Mainstream scientists argue gigantism can occur in isolated cases, but not full populations. Bones may be mismeasured or faked. Oral legends are not reliable evidence, and they're right to demand proof. But the question remains, why do so many cultures, separated by oceans, share the same stories? Why giants? Why isolation? Why the sudden disappearance? Some anthropologists say the giant archetype is psychological, a symbol of power, fear, or divine beings. But that doesn't explain consistent details across cultures. Physical remains reported and buried, and genetic traces with no modern match. At some point, the burden shifts. Are all these cultures making it up, or are we refusing to see the pattern? So, did an ancient tribe really live with giants? The truth is we don't know. But here's what we do know. There are bones that don't fit the narrative. There are genes that come from unknown ancestors. And there are stories, older than our textbooks, that speak of a time when humans were not alone. Maybe these giants were real. Maybe they were metaphors. Or maybe, just maybe, they were both. Real beings who became legends, remembered by the people who saw them. And through those people the truth still whispers, in songs, in stones, in bones, waiting to be seen again.